We're all set for qualifying for FIA Formula 3 here from the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia in Spain. The green light goes on and we are underway. Let's check in quickly with our commentators on the world feed. Chris McCarthy alongside Alex Brundles. The green light goes on.
Always the beautiful sight when they all get going at pretty much the same time. Those that want to go out onto the circuit first. We're on the road to 100. There's cars coming down the road onto the circuit here at the Circuit de Barcelona, Catalonia. This round 5 of the season. Where have we gone to so far?
Everywhere is the basis. Alongside me in the commentary box is Little Owl with Jack, and we've had to turn the lights off in the commentary box because it is so humid here in the UK right now that being in this commentary box with the light on, all the heat has risen to the top and I've got lightheaded. So it's lights out for this session. So apologies if the camera isn't that great. But Jack's with me. Jack, interesting practice session this morning. Now it looks like we're going to qualify, and fingers crossed, it's going to be quite close. Fulleroli, Mini, all in there at the top, all looking fast. So actually, was Joseph Loke after just touching off a little bit, but now we've got this annoying little traffic going on now.
No, yeah, it's going to be interesting to see who gets the top time after our 45-minute practice session. The main pick I have, honestly, I'm going to go with probably Dino Beganovic as my main pick for pole today. Mainly because I like Beganovic, but I also think he's fairly good at this style of track. And also to add to that, hopefully his car repaired after his crash earlier today.
Yeah. Hit the brakes locked up, didn't he? I went straight on at turn number 1, so has a little bit more time that he needs to recover. Cars are out on the circuit on their build-up lap. Fulleroli is the only one who stayed inside the pit lane as well, but there's an awful lot of traffic billowing in down towards turn 10. So yeah, we've got the lights off. It's so hot in this box, we need a fan in here. Actually, this heater does have a fan setting, so I might just turn that on, see if that does anything. It does a little bit. Does a little bit. Heater has a fan setting. It doesn't do much, but keep my feet cool, I suppose. In this session, I suppose that's all it can do, really. Literally, it's a heater that's blowing out a little bit of cool air. It's the worst one possible. We need a proper big fan. On we go then for the first push laps, and as always, Jack, we see that they just do 2 or 3 of these, and then we really go in for it and have the action. Luke Browning across the start line. Looks like he's going to do another push and build lap. While they're doing this, let's head over to the world feed and get news from everybody.
In the first 8 races, 4 different pole sitters in the first 4 races so far. The only driver to go and convert that pole position into a race win, the driver who did it last time out in Gabriele Mini. We welcome back Matthias Zagazzetta to the championship after he was contracted appendicitis on the run-up to Monaco. He was replaced by James Headley, who did a great job, shown good pace throughout the weekend, given how late he was called up. Matthias Zagazzetta back with JBMotorsports in that number 19 car. Leo Fornaroli in the number 4 Trident sits 3rd in the championship. We're just building through the early stages of qualifying in the in-season test, which we have had here. That gave drivers a lot of time to come through build up some pace. Leo Fornaroli was 2nd in that, so Leo Fornaroli knows his way around this circuit. Dino Beganovic in that number 1 red and white Prima. Looks like he's going to be the one to lead us round on this warm-up lap. 25 minutes to go in this session, and he looks like he might be the one to put the benchmark time down for us. Took the first pole position of the season, wasn't able to convert it. You get 2 points for a pole position. And Dino Beganovic currently 4th in the championship. Will he be the driver to start the 100th race on pole position?
Well, we're going to find out now as the drivers start their first push laps in this qualifying session as well. He comes up towards turn 4, Repsol. I think Bogdanovic has sort of had an up and down season so far, Jack, hasn't he? He's been good in some cases, but then some rookie errors that keep cropping up as well, and it's costing him dear. Might be on mute.
Just
there you go, we can hear you.
Yeah, just inconsistency is his weakness. The guy has talent. He's clearly fast. He's also in the best car on the grid in a Prix. But really, in all honesty, he's just a little inconsistent sometimes. I like the guy a lot, and I think he'll do very well in open wheels. But if he doesn't get it together this season, I don't think we'll see him next year, to be honest. I'm
agreeing with you on that. He's got middle sector fast, but so is Gabriel Mini. He's got wide coming out of turn 10, so can't even get that little section of the circuit right without having some errors as well. Lots of drivers now with traffic in that last sector. That's going to be playing havoc. Bogdanovic still top. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars with no end of traffic coming out of the last corner. Times are going to be all over the place with this one. We've got Times doesn't know what the hell to make of it. Mini, Bogdanovic, Lindblad, so Arvid Lindblad on a 1:29.473. Mini and Steinshaw. Dufek, Bogdanovic, Browning goes up as well. The computer predicts in second. He's fighting for control. Does he go second overall? Yes, he does. So Browning improves up to a 1:29.494. Crucial errors keep on coming in as we take a look at Bogdanovic. And this is where it came down turn 6 and 7. Jack, just a small oversteer.
Here it is. He goes round and just a touch of understeer, and he hops across the curbs. Might do some floor damage, that. And I'm sure that did not feel nice in the car, especially because these guys, they're sat on the floor. There's no like comfy seat you get in your road car. No, these guys are pretty much sat on the chassis floor. And Van Hopen goes quickest.
1:29.187. So we go 1-2 for the ART team at the moment. Solov down in 5th place. Can't improve there. On board with the Trident of Forlaroli. Your pick for the title, Jack, is currently needing a faster time. Going good. Montoya 8th. Teammate Goethe 10th. Up to the line. Forlaroli second. 89 thousandths. Wow. 1:29.276 at the top time. They are so close with each other at the moment, and he's got some problems there down to turn 1, having to avoid someone off the racing line. Look to be is it car 9? Yeah, it is car 9, so it's Alexander Dune in the MP Motorsport. Into the pit lane. They're all diving in now to their first stint. So the top 5, Van Hopen, Forlaroli, Mansell, Lindblad and Browning. Solov's on the cusp as well. He's someone I thought could have a go this afternoon. Yeah, so far so good. Look at that though, Jack. They're all just coming in line astern into the pit lane. They've all been so close together.
It's brilliant, to be honest, to watch. Maybe not brilliant for the drivers. They're all stuck in a massive traffic jam, but it's brilliant to watch because it's just fun seeing all these cars so close together. It almost reminded like the pack racing you get in NASCAR.
Yeah.
The super speedways. That's what it reminds me of. Although these guys aren't going nearly as quick as those guys are.
More than half the field now into the pit lane as well, and more coming in. Everyone who's going out is doing their first runs, but Bogdanovic down to 16th. That's a mistake. Van Hopen with the top time. Now we've got more traffic. There's my Boyer in there with Mega 2 and if there's Forlaroli as well. They're all diving in now as well after their first runs. So, first run's done in F3 quali. Let's over to the world feed, and here's also some interviews.
We spoke to Formula 2 and Formula 3 CEO Bruno Michel about this road to 100.
100 race, it goes really, really fast, and it's incredible that we've been already achieving that. But we had some fantastic racing, I must say. We had some very worthy champions. We had some great drivers coming into F2 and then coming into Formula One as well. So yes, it's been a very interesting journey.
It certainly has been great to hear from Bruno Michel there. Rob Schwartzman winning that first race. We had him wrap up the championship at race 15. Oscar Piastri arrived at race 17 to take his first win. Porsche taking his first win at race 20. And then we had the showdown, race 34, where Oscar Piastri became champion. Arthur Leclerc became the next Leclerc to win a race. Won his second race. Race 50 was that when Arthur Leclerc took another win. He did that at Zandvoort. Dennis Hauger on race 53 became champion at Sochi. Isaac Hadjar won the first race we went to at Bahrain. Feature race hat-trick was completed from the boy from Barbados at race 72, but Victor Martins, of course, took the championship title in the pit lane. Almost one of the most dramatic showdowns we have ever had in Formula 3. Zach O'Sullivan won the first ever race down under. That happened on race 75. He didn't quite win it on track, but was ultimately given the race win. And race 77, we went to the Principality for the first time. Race 88, we talked about Sophia Flörsch. Gabriel Bortoletto won his championship officially on race 89, and then Arvid Lindblad became the youngest ever winner on race 91. Then, after that, race 98, 8 different winners in 8 races. Now we saw some work going on to one of the ART cars. I think no huge problems there. I think that's going to be some setup work possibly, but we've had our first round of laps in. Now, track limits has affected 2 drivers in particular, Ramos and Dufek. Currently, they haven't really set a time. They've done out laps, no foreign laps, and that's because of lap time deletions. So Santiago Ramos and Josh Dufek yet to set a time. Mari Boyer crashed earlier, seemingly from a brake failure, we think it was, and Mari Boyer is currently down in 18th. He's the only Spanish driver on the grid. He's flying the flag for all the fans. He was quickest in the in-season test. We've had 2 Spanish winners for Campos Racing in a row, and Mari Boyer hoping to continue that trend. 2 Spanish drivers across the feeder series in terms of Formula 2 and Formula 3, Pepe Marti and Mari Boyer, and they flying the flag for the fans right here, and they went out to the roadshow to do a demonstration run, and were flying up and down the road, taking loads of pictures with the fans. It was a demonstration and now they were there in their cars. It was a really superb demonstration, and Pepe Marti, Mari Boyer couldn't quite believe that they were there doing it. Go on the socials and you can see some pictures from that. But Campos Racing watch on. We've had Stenchel and Fornaroli noted for an unsafe release. Now we'll see what happens of that. We've had incident involving Megan Tunen and Bogdanovic. That was an Austin impeding that no further investigation. But I think the one to keep an eye on is Stenchel and Fornaroli, unsafe release. Mari Boyer had his best qualifying of the season last year, which was 8th place, so he knows how to go fast around here. His quickest in season was
What's this from Fornaroli coming down the pit lane? Is someone else going? Oh yeah, the 50 comes up and stops. Okay, that is unsafe. Martinez Steinshaw comes out of the pit lane in front of Fornaroli and just comes in. He stops right in the centre of the pits there, Jack. That's unbelievable. There's got to be a penalty there for an unsafe release.
That will probably be knowing what the steward... I base my opinions off of what the steward's done previously. Usually an unsafe release outside of the race is usually a fine to the team. That's probably what's going to happen here. in the race, it is usually a 5 or a 10-second penalty, but outside of it, it's usually a fairly hefty fine to the team. But no, that's clearly an unsafe release by the. I think he drove high tech.
Yeah,
isn't it?
yeah. MP for Steinshaw, but yeah, we heard this Gabriel Mini interview this morning in practice. If you're watching along with us as well, it's the same one for leading the championship. As Mini now just continues on, but yeah, it's going to be quite bad there as well. Let's have a look. Where is Steinshaw? Yeah, you're right. High tech. Sorry, it's with the McLaren livery. You're correct there. I'm wrong. Yeah. I saw it's confusing because Dune's got the orange for MP and McLaren. It's a confusing livery to come into it. Did I do 4-3? I didn't know. Can't remember the last time I did it. Yeah, this new building down to turn 10 looks insane. Fully finished now.
Investigation after this mission.
Okay, good. This is bad now. The traffic coming out of turn 10 and 11. We're going to see this in Formula 1 as well. They were warned about this. They even red flagged qualifying in Monza 1 year about it. Every driver is warned you cannot back off on your cool-down lap and warm-up lap. You've got to push. Not the greatest.
This is brilliant.
It's typical Formula 3 qualifying, isn't it?
Entertained. Well,
Yes.
it is. It's just entertained.
Browning into the braking zone. Into 1 and 2. That car was late into the apex there, but he managed to hook it up, but it's unsettled. The rear wants to step out, coming out of 3. Look how much it's twitching. It's pushed him right off almost. Not a great run from Browning. He's up on Van Hopen by 46 thousandths only. Downhill.
A lap to forget, in my opinion.
Yeah. Not the greatest one. He's fighting it into 5. He's hooked 5 up nicely, actually. Can he ace the apex? Yes. Sector 2 might help him out here. 7 and 8 is quite easy. Downshift to 3rd. Back on the power. Don't get over the rumble strip. Oh, he's messed that up a bit slightly. Tyres not hooking it up. Kamsa. Now, rear stepped out. Mid-corner. He's lost a lot of time there. Second sector's coming up. I think he's still up, but not by much. 3/10 he's up. What do I know? Is that graphic working right? Because what we're seeing on the onboard here, it's one of these weird ones, isn't it? Where it's messy, but it's fast. I can't work it out. He's fighting the car every opportunity, but it's fast. He's aced that last corner. That was perfect last corner.
Lovely.
3/10 faster.
Love that.
128.
Fastest.
Yeah. But is that going to be fastest compared to everybody else? Forlaroli second. Yeah, it's not as quick as I thought it was. Yeah, look, because there's a 10th and a half to Forlaroli, but everyone else now starting to close back up. That's a very good lap time from Luke Browning.
Yeah, I'm just going to say, Browning, for my comment about just over a minute earlier, saying it was a lap to forget, I would like to sincerely apologise. That was a good lap.
Oh, but look at Boyer! Inside, 6,000.
6,000?
It's not great. It was an okay lap, but it's not the greatest. As soon as these guys get the second set of tyres on, they're going to be up there faster. Look at Goethe, he's already quicker. Here comes Solov. Beganovic goes 10th, Solov 7th. Ollie Goethe is coming across the line now as well. Lagazita goes 15th. Where is he? Come on, here he is. That took a while. What can Ollie do?
You go fastest.
Yeah. Oh,
No, maybe not.
Look at the top 5 there, Jack. Separated by 98 thousandths. The top 3 by 15 thousandths.
Look at it, man. This is amazing. This is so close. You got 5 drivers who are just about as good as each other right now. And Browning's just scraping by. Here's Dino Big having a nice big skirt. Well, his information limit. Oh.
Second one of the session for Beganovic.
Yeah.
Down in 13th place as well. Lots to improve
Not
upon.
good so far for him.
We don't expect any more news about the future of Carlos Sainz this weekend, but we could hear some in Austria, is what I've just got a text message from.
Ooh. Okay, that'll be interesting.
No, it won't be Red Bull. It won't be RB either. So, second stint done. Everyone piling down to the pit lane. Browning on top on a lap time that has put him fastest, but only by 0.06 of a second. It was a fast but messy lap where he was controlling it a lot, so he'll go quicker on the second set of tyres. Watch out for Browning for overall pole. Boyer second, Mansell third, Goethe fourth, Mini in fifth place. Let's hand it back over to the world in the second pit stop battles.
Crash earlier, it could have been very easy for him to throw this one away, but he's reset himself and he's got a good time on the board, but this can go any way. A number of drivers can take pole position here. You'd have to say any one of those top 12 quite easily can go and take pole position here. Alex Dunn was once sat 4th, he's now 12th. Luke Browning, for now though, is the driver to beat. They come in to do tyre changes, and we go again. Christian Mansell, I don't think we'll be able to leave, he's not on pole position. Are we going to see a new pole sitter in Formula 3? Who is going to start that 100th Formula 3 race when the lights go out for the feature race on Sunday on pole position? They will all want to be there. Who is going to be the driver to get there? Dino Beganovic has had a time deleted. He's just dropped down to 29th place. That would have been for running wide at turn 9. Dino Beganovic, 29th place. Wow. Now he sits 4th in the championship. There he is at the top of pit lane. That news would have been given to Dino. And he, down in 29th, with now a lot of work to do in this session. Top 4 in the championship, where are they in this session? Let's quickly go through that. Championship leader Mini is 5th. Second in the championship, Browning is 1st. Fornaroli, let's have a look for him, he's P6. And then Dino, 29th, so this could really, really hurt Dino Beganovic. There is confirmation of Dino's time. Turn 9, as we predicted. Time deleted. This becomes a very, very crucial lap for Dino now.
Here we go, 8 to go.
Out from the cars for a final run. And if you were watching the practice Formula 2 session earlier, Alex Brundle did talk about this, about how track limits can really, really hurt your qualifying session and lead to this exact scenario where you can find yourself with one opportunity to go for it, and that's exactly what we find ourselves in with Dino. Mattia Zagazzetta doing well, having come back. He's been up the car a little while, hasn't he? 16th place for him. Tim Tramnitz, I think, will be a little bit disappointed. 7th in the championship, P13 for him, but he's knocking on the door of getting inside that top 12. Sebastian Montoya has struggled with qualifying this season, just needs to find a bit of pace. And if he can do so, he'll get there. Right, Dino, coming out the pit lane now. And he's given himself some space. So he's not in a rush to get out, and I think he just wants a clear road ahead of him. Knows what he...
Well, Jack, I think Beganovic, as we've been saying all session, very, very much in trouble.
Indeed. I thought he'd be good here. I'm clearly wrong. He's clearly struggling. And this is the issue. He's very inconsistent. He's a great driver. He's a great talent. If he doesn't make it here, I'm sure he'll do well maybe in sports cars. But it's just the inconsistency, because over here, consistency matters big time. It's not just about one race. It's about not one qualifying session, not anything. It's not like NASCAR where it all comes down to one race every single season. This, you've got to focus on the entire season. Most points at the end wins.
Look,
Single race.
yeah, Matt, mini radio.
Stop losing track position, we need to push now, eh?
There we go.
He's been told to stop losing track position. I don't think he's got a choice. Everyone else is slow around him. Look at this. You said earlier it was like the M25. Now this is like the M1. This is on rush hours. That's it. Or what's that ring road around London?
That's the M25.
Oh, there you go. I was right.
It's the M25.
Just double checking. Yeah, Luke Mansell incident involving them. Vontae Felice. Under investigation. Nah, I think that one's okay.
Let me have a look. I think he might get a little fine for that.
Fines galore, yeah.
I think he will. Because the issue is the guy that Mansell's had to press on the brakes. That's the issue. If you had to press on the brakes, they judge that as an unsafe release. That's how I've learned to judge it anyway. The steward can be as inconsistent as, you know.
Jack, I'm glad I've already got a couple more sessions in here. I'm starting to lose it in here. It's like being stuck in a sauna. There is no oxygen. The commentary box, there's no oxygen in here. Just breathing in hot air makes you dizzy.
Oh no, mate. I've got like a. I mean, I've got my window open, so that's good. You don't have any windows in the.
I've got the door open. The door to the box is open, but there's no oxygen.
Oh, you haven't got any like windows in the room, though, have you?
No, no windows. They're all
yeah, that's
thingied
it.
up, yeah.
I mean, my commentary box is literally my bedroom.
So you're
it's
fine.
literally just. My setup is so basic, it's actually insane.
If I was,
it's just a computer, laptop, tabs. Well, not laptop. You get what I mean. It's just computer, TV alongside me.
If I stand close to the door, you get a little bit of a breathe. But when we made the commentary box, the only positioning was towards the big garage door, which we've since covered up. So we have no oxygen at all.
Jeez.
There is a window, but that too is boarded up. Basically, I'm screwed.
Yeah, pretty much.
And also,
I mean, what have we got left? We've got F2. We've got F2 qualifying, F1 practice, and then later, and you got F1 Academy as well. I think Jess is taking over on that one.
Jess she's got her series back. I stood in for her this morning in practice, but Megan and Jess have got F1 Academy. And then I think Josh.
Then you've got IndyCar as well.
No, Josh got that. Indy Radio.
All right.
IndyCar Radio always takes the practice sessions, unless it's a big weekend. Oh, we're really bored.
Sense.
Like, we're next back for IndyCar practice at Toronto, as Browning, on a new set of tyres, does a much better lap, a 1:28.519. Much faster lap. Megan Tuniff second. Arvin Lindblad to provisional pole position. 1:28.499. 20 thousandths of a second faster. Much better time. Ramos.
What a lap from the Red Bull Junior there.
Ramos fifth. Fuller only third. So your pick for the title there, Jack, going right up into P3.
Indeed. My picks are usually pretty good. I mean, well, not in NASCAR, but in other races, series, definitely. Every single time I get to pick a winner in NASCAR, like they always suffer some accident early on. Like, you all know the pain. I picked Ryan Blaney for Gateway, and he came within one lap of getting that win, and then he ran out of fuel.
Montoya 8th, Van Hopen 6th, into Provozak 21st, Goethe 4th, and still the top 4 separated by, and up into Tom goes Mansell, 1:28.463, and the top 4 separated by 56 thousandths of a second.
This is going to be so close.
Whoever gets a clean lap in. But, yeah, they might just be on it. They need to push, though. That could be it, Jack. Looking at the clock.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, no!
Oh.
Joseph Lowe blocking off Alexander Doon massively. That was impeding.
That's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a penalty.
Yeah.
Big time. It's going to be a 3-place grid penalty for sure there.
Oh, and
completely cuts off done.
Zagazita and Bogdanovic also in investigation. There's going to be a lot of post-race penalties. We'll bring them up to date for you in the sprint race for F3 tomorrow morning, but there's a lot of penalties coming the way.
Yeah. It's F3. What else can I say? It's F3.
Everyone's celebrating because I think that's it. Browning into the pits.
I think, yeah.
Mansell has pole for the feature race. Montoya, I believe, has pole for the sprint. Or would it be Boyer or Megatune? How do they work that one out?
I think it's the top 12, but
Yeah.
I'm not 100%.
Which would be
I think it's
Megatune. Yeah, he's got pole for the sprint race tomorrow then. It's F2, it's the top
Imagine,
10.
yes.
Yeah.
Unless I'm wrong. I could be wrong.
Never remember which one it is overall. But Mansell has pole, flags out. Everyone else has abandoned their lap time. No one else improving. Christian Mansell has pole position for the feature race on Sunday. Very good time. As I need to take a seat now because the oxygen is going from this commentary box.
No
What's
one else
wrong?
we need to speak about quickly. 15th and 16th for Bogdanovic and Meany.
Yeah.
Awful qualifying for those, for the two Prima cars.
Here's Mansell.
And yet their teammate Arvid...
Come on, boys! Yes, 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 yes! Oh, mate! Oh, so proud of you.
Go on, Jack.
Yeah, it's their teammate Arvid Lindblad is able to, however, get on the front row. Brilliant, brilliant from him. But the other two lagging behind. Really interesting. Where's Arvid Lindblad in the championship? I think he's like at 5th or something, isn't he?
He's inside the top 5, yeah, for sure. Because of his win
He's a
earlier
good,
on.
he's
Yeah.
a good racer. He's younger than me, actually. It's kind of scary to see my generation in these cars. Really weird.
Get to my age when they're in Formula 1.
Oh, yeah.
Jess would know that feeling as well, as we've discussed back in Imola. So everyone's gone through. Let's hand it over to the world feed then for the results of Christmas. Wasn't it, Jack? What did you make of that session?
Yeah. Yeah, really exciting session. The top 5 so close together. Great to see Christian Mansell on pole. Great to see Luke Browning doing well. A bit of a surprise to see the Primas not doing so well. And also good to see my McLaren Junior guy, Alex Dunn, in 9th. Good start for him. Hopefully he does well in the sprint race tomorrow.
Thank you, Jack. Thank you to everyone watching. We'll be back for the F3 sprint race tomorrow morning for all of the action as well. Next up, here on JBMotorsports, it's F2 qualifying for the weekend here in Spain. Join us in about 20 minutes' time. Bye-bye.